Everyone, so happy you're here. So happy to have you here and to have a conversation about the residency.
Absolutely.
Let me. Perfect. Do you want to go through and introduce yourselves and maybe your relationship to the residency, because this conversation is about the work that the residency is doing.
Okay. Let's see. My name is Erica Merritt. I am a actual founding member of the residency. Started in 2015. I was a first teaching artist along with another teaching artist who's not here right now, but I was really excited to be a part of the program because I actually was in a youth program when I was younger that provided us an opportunity to be with other young musicians across the state, and it changed my life. The networking and just the love and the cohortship of music really changed in the networking capacity. So I was so excited to offer this to the youth. I've been a master teaching artist for over 20 years. I teach singing, songwriting, choir, and rhythm, body and rhythm things. And I love it. There's nothing better than supporting youth see their dreams and realize their dreams. And so my passion is teaching, and I'm so happy to be here.
Amazing. Thank you, Erica.
My name is TahJae Franklin, but my artist name is TahJae Shante. I was a participant in the 2018 and 2019 cohort. Unfortunately, COVID came around and knocked us off, our pivot a little, but I'm still staying in there strong. I'm still participating with the residency. Due to me being an alumni, they offer me many great opportunities just to build myself as an artist, even personally as a person, and just having that support around Seattle and just around Washington, because our music scene, it's not really seen. Mm-hmm. So it's really good to have that community and that family. So thank you.
I love it. Thanks, TahJae.
I don't know if I need to reintroduce myself, but I go by the name of Jace Ecaj, and I do more than just playing black stacks, which is my pleasure. I get to work with the residency. I was a teaching artist, as a guest teaching artist in 2015, invited in by Erica Merritt. And I saw the beauty that was being brought together and the community that was being brought together with all these great young artists, and how they were able to see one another more than just watching each other through social media. So we use hip hop, and I want to make sure I use this word really right. Hip hop is a culture. Hip hop is something that was about peace, love, unity, and having fun. Hip hop was never about destruction, hate, separatism, and all the things that are being presented today just through the music. So through that art form and through that lens, we use hip hop as youth development. We get to work with great young artists like TahJae and help them reach their goals, but also we get to be in support and build community. So now I am the Director of Community and Artist Engagement at the residency.
Amazing. Thank you. Also, thank you for you let him go last so you could catch your breath, because that was an amazing performance. You were just sitting here sweating, and I'm like, oh my goodness, now we have you on a panel. Can you talk about the ways that people get involved? Right, so TahJae, you were like a participant. What does that look like? How does someone get involved with residency, like the actual artists? And then we'll answer how the general public, if you're not a musician or anything, how we can support, but how do the artists themselves get involved?
Of course, yes. So back in 2018, I was like 9th grade. It was summertime, and I had heard about the program through a performance that I had with the Seattle Symphony at the Benaroya Hall. I was very young, and I wasn't really into my artistry as much. I was just a singer. So after my performance, I got the chance to meet a lot of great people that worked with the residency and a few of their participants. And they told me, hey, come try out for us. We have auditions in the summertime. We do a summer cohort. It's all year long, but we do have a summer cohort that caters to our youth and gives them the opportunity to learn more about hip hop and express themselves through hip hop. So in doing that, I ended up auditioning, and I got through. Thank God I got through. And from there, it was just greatness. I started to learn more. I became a writer myself. And I participated the next year, and I'm still here.
That's amazing. Yeah. Absolutely. I love that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Erica.
What was your question? I mean,
how do artists?
Go? So
what's the
we
process?
do a lot of vigorous outreach, making sure that we reach as many youth as possible throughout the state, and we have them submit a piece of their art. And we asked them some very important questions, intentional questions, to kind of see if they were somebody who's into teamwork, somebody who is really positive, and just someone who really has a growth mindset. We're really intentional about who we choose to be in our program, and then they get to do a live audition, which is the funnest thing ever. It's real deal, we sit there with our faces on like this. No, I don't. I smile the whole time. I'm really excited to see anybody that come out and has the strength and the confidence to come audition. That's the first step, right? So they get to audition and they hear maybe a couple weeks later. It's a huge process. They get to see other people who are auditioning, check them out a little bit, check out the competition. But really, it's just a lovely experience from the beginning to the first day we start. You walk in the room, you have all these lovely young people who are instant family through music. So there it is.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's so good. Jace, we just saw you do your art. And like the artistry that you have, and it was incredible. And I don't know if you heard this. Someone walked out. I told them. The audience knows. Someone walked out and said, "Oh my God, is that Black Stacks?"
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Isn't that so fun?
That's the purpose,
yeah,
right?
Isn't that incredible? Well, how has being in the program? How has like specifically even mentorship? How has that impacted your art? Are you a different artist because you went?
Absolutely. These young people are very motivational. A lot of times we deal with things in life that sometimes you don't have answers to. But when you're around young folks, they give you a whole different energy, a whole different outlook. And so I lost my mom during the residency, and I remember going back the first day after she passed, and we were doing auditions. And I walked in the room, and the first thing the teaching artist said to me was, "Why are you here?" And I said, "This saved my life. This helped me. Through these times, this is what I need." So seeing these young people, watching their talents, watching their maturation, watching their passion, seeing their commitment, makes you rethink what you're doing. And so for me, I got a chance to rethink what I was doing. And anytime I get an opportunity to share with them, watch them, collaborate with them, it does nothing but grow the art. So through this culture and through this community, I want to say thank you to the residency youth for always providing a platform for artists like myself to get motivated, inspired, and to believe that we can do it.
And I want to piggyback on strengthening your art. When you're teaching youth, you are holding them to a high standard, and you expect them to meet it, and they always exceed it. But you have to be on top of your game too. You can't be teaching and you're slacking. So it makes you go harder and stronger so that you're a better representation for the youth. So definitely teaching has grown my artistry tons, and just being a part of a young person's life continuously it helps me to thrive and keep moving forward. Gives me hope for the future.
That's so great. We have time for just 2 quick questions, and I know we've got some more performances.
Oh, yeah.
Which is super exciting. One is, TahJae, you mentioned, and this is for everyone, but you mentioned Seattle specific. Like, what can you talk about? Because we have got people from Ohio, from Columbus specifically, from New York, from a bunch of people are flying in. What does it mean for this program to be in Seattle, or highlight and uplift Seattle artists? And if we don't know, and anyone can answer this, but what does that mean? Why is Seattle as this place, and why is that something that's deeply embedded in the residency's work?
Yes, it's actually tremendous for Seattle and our youth. So Macklemore is actually the one who founded this program, and he put it in place for youth that may not have the money to go out and go to a recording studio, or youth that may not have the resources to invest in their own artistry, right? So he put this in place for youth like me. And that helps out Seattle tremendously, because I feel like I see a lot more youth coming to light with their music and being confident in that. I have a lot of people that come to me and they're like, "How did you get so many opportunities? How did you get here?" And I guarantee you, I will not be in this position if it was not for the residency and the things that they've done for me. And I'm not just saying that because I'm up here. I'm saying that genuinely. I was questioning if I even wanted to be an artist before I came to the residency. I almost didn't even audition because I didn't have that confidence. So being in the room full of other people that are kind of like in that same position as you, you don't feel so alone, right? Being able to look around your environment and see that you have the support, and something as small as singing a note, rapping a note, playing on the keyboard can connect us like that. It's really tremendous. And I feel like Seattle is just going to new heights with our music. Like it's bringing more people here too. So I hope to see you guys come out more.
And I want to add to that, because I think, a lot of times we look at Seattle and there's about 3-4 artists we always mention. I want to tell you guys that Seattle is full of talent. It is full of talent, full of creativity. I like to tell people when I travel the globe, I get to tour outside of the United States. And when we tour outside of the United States, I tell people Seattle is the last Mecca of the States. This is the last tap region of the United States that hasn't been oversaturated yet. And there's so much talent to help us grow. The seeds have been planted. Now it's time to watch the trees and the fruit grow from those trees, and Seattle is a perfect place for it.
I just want to say continue to make space for it. Continue to welcome these youth and these artists and help cultivate them. We really appreciate it.
I love it. How can people find out more? Like, where can people tap it? Where can people learn about this, support this?
Well, you can always go to the residencyseattle.org, find out about our programs, find about workshops. We range from ages 16 to 24. If you know an artist that is looking for mentorship, internships, opportunities to perform, this is how you tap in with us. Go to the website, find out what we got going on, sign up. We meet you where you are. You don't have to meet a specific anything. You have to show up and be authentically you. November 22nd, we'll be holding our annual fundraiser at Benner Royal Hall. It will be headlined by Macklemore. You'll get to see some of these young folks that you see today on stage doing their art. And so please, as Erica said, please stay in touch with us. Please stay engaged with us. And I'm always down to shake a hand and make a friend. So as I walk through, I'm going to shake a hand, a few hands, hopefully make some friends, and hopefully get you interested in the residency and Black Stacks.
Amazing. Keep it going for all our panelists. Keep it going for the residency. Thank you so much.